Back when I was a kid, my idea of retirement was, like say I was 10 years old, I thought, well, when you retire, that means you don't work anymore because you're really old and now you're just going to sit on a porch and, get older. Obviously, I've redefined my idea of retirement since then. Um, the way I look at it, I think I'm just going to basically be what most people would probably call semi-retired the rest of my life. Uh, because I very strongly believe after the things I've seen over the years and my mom working in a convalescent home and just, general life observations, that retirement, the best way to do it is to stay busy. I think the worst thing that could happen to a retired person is that they become sedentary and they just don't have any more pursuits or goals or activities. I think the mind and the body just really need to be active in order to continue being healthy. And so now here I am. I'm only 50. Only. I remember when 50 was like ancient. But, I'm 50, but retirement wise, I'm considered kind of early for retirement. Most people retire officially at like 63 or 65. But at 50, I just don't consider myself ready to be, confined to a rocking chair anywhere. Um, so one thing I wanted to discuss today is the idea of, time here in the Philippines. Because you're going to have plenty of time, retiring out here to the Philippines. Um, Now, there is a guy I know. He runs a web blog about the Philippines. He's a young guy. He's about 25, from Europe. And he got a work visa through the Philippine Bureau of Immigration. And now he works in a call center out in Cebu. He does 10-hour days, 5 to 6 days a week. He's got a fairly nice flat apartment there in Cebu. Makes, not a whole lot of money, but enough to do okay here. But he's working his butt off. Um, that's not, that's great if that's the way somebody wants to do it. I did not come to the Philippines to work 10-hour days. And so for most people that come out here, and I've been looking at the stats and stuff online, and it's mostly guys, that are coming out here to retire. Some women, but overwhelmingly it's guys. And, they got an early pension from their company, or maybe through the military. They served in the military and now they get a pension there. Or maybe they're on Social Security. I know one guy who is collecting on, actually, I know two guys collecting on disability. They get about $2,000 a month, and so they retired out here on that. So different people have different income streams, and again, if you're a younger guy and you got none of that going on, then you either got to be able to make money online, or like this guy, be willing to work some long hours. And you don't get higher wages just because you're a foreigner. In fact, you're lucky you even get a job, because if there's a job, they want to naturally give it to a Filipino. The only reason you're probably going to get it is that your English is impeccable, and in a call center or a hotel or whatever, that's a good asset to have. But you're not going to get paid top dollar. You're going to get paid pretty much what the average Filipino's making. You get down here, and all of a sudden you realize you got like all this time. You got plenty of time. I mean, there's days where I am not exaggerating. I'm trying to figure out, is it Monday or is it Tuesday? And then I'll go look at the little calendar icon on my computer, and it's Saturday. That's how far off I get sometimes with just what day is it, Um, and as far as like activities, I have a lot of interests. I wake up every day and I've already got 12, 14 hours worth of stuff to do. I go to bed like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I try to get up, by 9 and start again. You know, between writing and blogging and photography, and then I love to explore new places. I don't care what place it is. You know, if it's just whatever part of town or the beach or whatever, I want to go check it out. You know, I like meeting new people. You know, I have a lot of interest to keep me busy. And, you know, plus I love to read. And I'm working on some novels. And so, you know, that brings me to when you're going to come here, or maybe you're already here, and you want to refocus, what is it you really wanted to do all your life that you maybe set aside, you know, because your family was your priority, as it should be, and now, you know, maybe you have less constraints on you, you got more time. What is it you want? Do you like to paint? Play guitar? Did you always want to cut an album? You can basically build a studio off of a laptop nowadays. You know, did you always want to, like I said, do photography? There's plenty of places here to do some awesome photography. I mean, you know, what is it you always wanted to do? You know, to me, my advice would be, don't fall into the trap of getting here and then just kind of sitting around or going to the Bo's Cafe or McDonald's or whatever at the mall and just, you know, talking with expats all day. And, you know, it's great. I love meeting other expats. And, in fact, I'm meeting with a guy from Ireland here next week, and we're going to go out and, you know, we're going to do up Mactan and have some fun. He's a younger guy, you know, about in his mid-20s from Ireland. And I love meeting with readers and stuff, and, you know, but I don't every day wake up and just, you know, sit around the mall, because to me those kind of turn into like bitch sessions and everybody's just sitting around complaining, you know. But you know, I really think the better thing to do when you're thinking about retirement is, in order to keep your mind active and your body active and, you know, kind of try to stay healthy and all that, is just focus on the interests you have that are good for your health, that give you a little bit of exercise, that do challenge your mind. You know, whether it's reading or learning something new or whatever, exploring. You know, these are all things that I think are very important, you know, to your health, mentally and physically, as we get older. And the Philippines is a great place to do it. I mean, yeah, there's tons of stuff to do in the U.S. and other parts of the world, wherever you happen to be. But if you're going to be here, you know, this is your big chance. This is your chance to, like, do the stuff you always wanted to do. You know, you get to wake up in the morning, your income is taken care of, you know, and you can just focus on, wow, I'm going to spend 8 or 10 hours today leisurely doing at my own pace the thing I love to do. I mean, you know, and I think that's the beauty of retiring, or really what I consider semi-retiring, because you're staying busy, you know. So give it some thought. You know, what have you always wanted to do? You know, if it's even the film industry, you know, you don't have to go to Hollywood. Out on Mactan, there's a place called Bigfoot Studios. There's guys there, you know, going to school to learn to be cinematographers and whatever. You know, go check them out. See if they need a bit actor, a supporting actor. You know, I did some auditioning years ago back in Burbank, and, you know, did a commercial. Actually, I did a commercial for Playboy. It was a 1-hour infomercial. That's a whole other story. But anyways, you know, if you've always wanted to break into acting or whatever, you know, you check out Bigfoot Studios out on Mactan, you know, see if some kid has a project going and needs an actor, you know. I mean, anything you want to do it now. You know, you always wanted to sing, you always wanted karaoke, just about any other block out here. I mean, you know, whatever you want to do, just come out to the Philippines and make it your focus, find your bliss, and just have a great time. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Visit the main website at lifebeyondthesea.com, and I'll see you for the next installment. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.